Well, I'm here at Hotel Verta in London on the River Thames, and I'm delighted to be joined now by Joseph Galliano, who's the editor and originator of the book Dear Me, Letter to My 16-Year-Old Self. Joe, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, tell me about the book.
It's an imaginative time-travelling exercise. So if your 16-year-old self could have received a letter from you now, what would you say? And we've asked about 80 of the world's biggest celebrities to do exactly, to write just such a letter, and they've given it to us with a photograph of themselves around the age of 16. It's that simple.
80 celebrities is an impressive amount, but who have you got in there?
Well, first of all, I'm absolutely thrilled that we have J.K. Rowling has written the foreword, and she's also contributed a letter to herself. But we also have movie stars like Hugh Jackman and Gene Hackman and Kathleen Turner, James Franco. We've got rock stars like Alice Cooper, Rob Thomas from Matchbox 20. We also have authors, so we have Stephen King, we have Jodi Picoult, and we also have sort of the newer generation of YouTube celebrities. So we have Lucas Cruikshank, who's probably better known to his fans as Fred, the first YouTuber who had more than 1 million subscribers. We've even got royalty. Sarah, the Duchess of York, very kindly wrote us a beautiful letter, hand-wrote us a very beautiful letter.
So who are some of your favourite letters and what have they written?
Oh, well, it's really impossible to pick out a favourite letter or a favourite contributor because they've all done something that's just like absolutely beautiful, funny, moving. Some of the ones that just made me laugh out loud. When Alice Cooper sent his letter in, he says, "Trashy girls are exciting for about 5 minutes. Keep an eye out for a really good-looking church girl, then you'll have the best of both worlds." The other one that made me laugh out loud is Jesslyn Gilsig, who is...
Terry from Glee?
That's right, yeah. And she's written, "Dear 16-year-old self, look around. You've already met your ex-husband and father of your only child. Heart, Jesslyn." I think you have your kind of romantic future planned out in ways that are sort of different to that, but there's a little injection of realism, but done with some style and wit.
Yeah,
I think that.
Cynical at the same
a little
time.
bit cynical, but there's room for all of these emotions in this book.
So were there any common themes that kind of really stood out in the book for you?
People recognising their own low self-esteems, or even like a sort of a self-loathing at that age, which is very, very misplaced. So, I mean, J.K. Rowling, you are racked with insecurity and self-loathing. Joe, give yourself a break. You're not the only one who feels small and inadequate. You'll realise eventually that everyone is the Wizard of Oz. It's interesting as well, I mean, sorry if I can show you another one here. We have Gillian Anderson, who we all know from The X-Files. Yeah. And again, she says, "Dear Gillian, you are completely and utterly self-obsessed. If you spent a quarter of your time thinking about others, instead of how much you hate your thighs, your level of contentment and self-worth would expand exponentially." And I think we can all remember being teenagers who were absolutely self-obsessed and couldn't sort of see the world beyond the sort of small boundary of our ego.
Absolutely, because it's such a difficult age, and I think for girls reading this, or women, I think we can all identify with that. But also, is there anything, love, first romance in any of these letters, anything revealing there?
So Jodi Picoult wrote, "He won't remember hurting you, but when you write, you will always remember what it felt like to have that bandage ripped off your heart. That's why, when people read your stories, they'll bleed a little on the inside." Which is
very, very revealing and honest and quite painful as well.
Quite painful as well. Another one I was really delighted to get was the slam poet and rapper George Watsky.
Now he's a big YouTube internet sensation.
Yeah, he's had like 11.5 million views on his Pale Kid Raps So Fast video, which I heartily recommend you go and check out. It's fabulous.
He's not that old, is he?
He's like mid-20s.
Does he have good advice at that age?
Well, what is really beautiful about his letter, he says things in it like, "We used to have such great conversations. And how can you say I'm too nice? I thought being nice was supposed to be a good thing. That's one of the things I like about you. I like that you're loud. I like that you're short."
So this isn't just all about celebrities and well-known people. Other people at home, they can get involved. Tell us about that.
Yeah, and it's interesting because the celebrities that are in there, generally speaking, they're writing to themselves before they were celebrities. So I really want to see letters that members of the public have written and that readers have written, and they can send it into our blog at dearmebooks.com. They can send it into our website at dearme.org. The other thing I'm really keen for people to do is to make their own YouTube videos and post them into our YouTube channel. I'd really love it if members of the public and people who've read the book and people who've connected with it would make little videos of themselves reading their Dear Me letters and post them up there, so that really everybody can get involved, because it's a book about everybody.
And is the book out now?
The book's out in November, published by Atria and Simon & Schuster.
Well, thank you very much, Joe. I'll leave it there for now. Now, I have had the privilege of having a sneak preview of the book. It is brilliant. The best piece of advice in there for me is from Gillian Anderson. It says, follow your dreams, not your boyfriends. Now, I wish someone had said that to me when I was 16. Joe, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much.